I feel like I need to ask the question.
No, that's
If
right.
if for whatever reason it doesn't hit the goal in the week, I think we've got left now on it. Is there still a chance we could see those Viper Gunner figures in the future? Or and the other thing I was going to ask you, do you think we would see the trouble bubbles in the future?
What we had available to us mere weeks ago was there would be no way for it to exist.
Right, right.
Now theoretically you could work itself out, but it's not part of the plan that we've laid out for the product that's coming out and
Okay.
what we've approved on. So I'm going to go with, well, we won't have to worry about that because the
There,
mothership's going to
there
fly.
you go.
I
There
mean,
you go. Just stay on
we'll
the
we'll
positive
see.
side. It's cool, man. It's cool. I
We'll
totally.
pull it back there. I mean, we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like, oh, cool, they'll just make it,
Oh,
here.
yeah. 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 I get
That's
that.
not going to happen. It's just such a weird time still for everybody that's interested in collecting toys. So much stuff was overbought during the pandemic
Mm,
that, you know, every brand you like, you know, 25-35% of what they made over the last 18 to 24 months is on sale someplace.
that's so true. So true.
you know, and it's not because people don't want it or that stuff sucks and nobody's buying it. It's because everybody was buying it and buying it in numbers that no one could even keep up with.
Right.
They kept selling out. They kept selling out. So they'd up their numbers. They sell out again. They up the numbers for the next one, sell out again, up the numbers for the next one. And then everybody went, wait a minute, maybe I don't need this many. And all of a sudden, everybody's got stuff they ordered a year ago showing up in numbers that they don't need anymore.
Yeah.
So I think there's also this, for a lot of people, the perception is, oh, just wait. I'll pick it up a year from now when it's on sale. And it's like,
Mm,
all this stuff
mm,
that's going on right now, none of this stuff's showing up on sale because none of those retailers are buying any extra units.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you didn't order it, you didn't get it. And it's sort of the same. We say that with the recent Thundercats waves.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I need the Reptilians or I need Ghost Jaga. It's like, I'm sorry, but they're $250 on eBay.
Good luck.
Why don't you guys make more? Why didn't so and so get them? It's like they got them, they sold them out because they didn't order any extras this time.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And I feel like that paradigm's going to turn, but it takes a year, 18 months for that to happen. And then
Yeah.
when that happens, all of a sudden everything's back to like, if you didn't order it, you didn't get it.
Yeah. Totally. Totally. And I think, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? Because there's also that delay you have to take into consideration because it takes so long to create this stuff.
Yeah.
And if the fact that that's been minimized over the years, but it's still still a chunk of time. And even then, by the time it's like all these things have to catch up with each other, and then eventually you don't see the trend until you're looking at it in hindsight. So it's really difficult to kind of gauge.
Well, I think especially if you're talking about a company like us, that opportunity has been mitigated for you
Yeah,
by people like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth
yeah,
or Diamond.
yeah,
Where Diamond goes, I know Super Seven's not going to have any, or Big Bad says that, or EE says that. So I'm going to order extra so I have them to sell you again. We don't make any extra, but they were like, oh, we're going to buy extra. Well, when they don't buy extra, there's
you
no
don't
extra to
have
get.
that. Yeah, yeah, totally.
And that's, I think you're going to see that start to come to play soon, but especially next year, all that stuff that got announced in 22 or 23 that's showing up for people. And they're like, oh, I'll wait and get it when it shows up. I'll buy it when it comes out. You won't be able to buy it when it comes out, or you're going to pay secondary market.
Pay a lot of money for it. Yeah, totally. Well,
Not to be a Debbie Downer for people, but there is this recurring refrain that nobody's buying this stuff. Like the same thing I saw somebody the other day, they were saying, nobody buys those crappy reactions. That's why they're always on clearance at Target. I'm like, all right, they may be on clearance at your Target, but at other Targets, they're not. And two, if they weren't selling, Target wouldn't keep buying
you
them.
couldn't keep putting them out there, would they? Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
like that peg goes away and turns into something else,
Yeah,
you know? So it's always so interesting where people's bias tells them what's happening or what they want to believe is happening.
yeah,
It's like, oh, I saw it for sale once. You know, I went to my local Target and they had two GI Joes on clearance. The whole line's
It's
dead. No
done.
one's buying it. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's the same thing. It's like
Meanwhile, there's a
meanwhile, you
reveal
know,
of wave 7 or wave 8 or wave
yeah,
55
or the
or
same thing. Like the same thing. It's like, oh, all right, you know, these other products are showing up at Ollie's, but
yeah,
that's
but that's
you know
different,
that's
obviously.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
No, I get that must be frustrating to have to deal with as well.
Hey, it's not so much frustrating. I think it's just that the narrative becomes this thing that people believe in because they don't actually look at any of the facts.
Right.
They look at like, I walked into the bathroom once and there was no toilet paper. Therefore, the whole world's out of toilet paper.
It was for a little bit.
Yeah.
For
People were hoarding the toilet paper.
for a
But
short period of time. Couldn't get it
it was,
anywhere.
but it's the same thing where it's like, actually, I think there's plenty of toilet paper
Yeah.
and just no one refilled yours.
Yeah, that's. Can we stop